This is a PokePress special report. Hi everybody, Steven here. Just want to alert you to something I've seen on eBay a couple times in the last few weeks. Now, if you've been following my Twitter feed, I've pointed this out a couple times, but there is a fake Blu-ray version of Pokemon the First Movie that's popped up on eBay a couple times. In no way should you buy this. But I'm going to explain it. It's actually a pretty good fake, to be honest. Someone did put some effort into making it look kind of legitimate, but I'm going to go ahead and poke some holes in it to see, that what's wrong with it and kind of how to spot fakes like this. So if we take a look at the front cover, you'll notice that the picture on the front is misaligned. For whatever reason, there's some blank space on the left, and it kind of forms a diagonal line. I guess what must have happened is that they scanned in either like the DVD cover or the VHS cover or a movie poster of it or something in order to create this. And that's how they got the picture that you see there. But you can see on the left-hand side there's this little border area that just it's just not consistent there. The other thing you'll probably notice is that the place where it usually says Kids WB Presents, there's a little Pokeball over. Personally, I don't think it quite fits in there. I suppose if they were downplaying the Kids WB part of it, now that doesn't really exist anymore in a re-release, but keep that in mind. Now, the first auction listing only had the front cover there, so you could only see this. I knew it was fake because there is no Blu-ray version of Pokemon the First Movie in English. So, the second time this was listed, which was just a few days ago from when I was recording this, we actually got a picture of the front and the back. And if you take a look at the back, on initial inspection, it might look kind of legit, but there's a few things wrong there too. So it has the text in the original DVD VHS release, although a few words here and there have been cut out. It still loosely makes sense. But the first thing that's off is there's negative space in the top right. You almost never see that on the back of a disc these days. Usually they fill it up with either actual pictures or with text or something in there. So you wouldn't see a big space like that on the top right. Not sure what's going on there. If you look very closely, there's a space where there's a bunch of Pokemon and there's sort of a starburst behind them. You'll notice if you look next to Charizard, there's this white space. If you compare it against the one from the original DVD, there should be some stuff there, but when they photoshopped or whatever this together, they cut it out wrong, and there's that blank white space there next to Charizard's neck. Another big thing that's missing, and you'll see this a lot in these types of bootlegs, is that there's no rights information, nothing about Warner Brothers, Viz, the Pokemon Company, none of that stuff is on there. And there are a few smaller things on there too. It's they got the same zebra code as the DVD version. It should have a different code number, since it is a different product. And I'm sure that there's a number of other things that are off, and if I had it close up, I'm sure I could spot even more stuff. So I guess that kind of begs the question, what's actually on the disc? Well, I'm not buying this, and neither should you. But what I'm guessing is on there is they took the Japanese Blu-ray of the first movie, which you may recall was only sold as a set of the first 12 or 13 movies. And they went in and spliced in the English audio, and maybe they took some stuff from that remastered version that debuted on Cartoon Network earlier this year and used it to create this bootleg disc. But that's my best guess. Like I said, don't buy this. If you see it somewhere, if someone else is considering buying it, tell them not to buy it. Just a little a fair warning there. Thanks. This has been a PokePress special report.